You've worked hard, you've saved hard, and now you want to retire early. Great. We've helped a lot of others just like you with that same goal. Today we're going to talk about the 5 areas that you want to have covered if retiring before age 65. Also, stick around to the end because depending on your retirement age, our 5th point could potentially save you in tax penalties. I'm Scott with Sierens Financial Group in the Retirement 360 Blueprint process, where we help those that are in retirement and approaching retirement answer their key questions. Are you on track? What can you do to improve your financial picture? And how can you reduce your tax situation? Subscribe to our channel, that way you get notified as we continue to come out with other informational videos to help you in your financial picture. Maybe you have a bucket list that you're saving towards, or maybe you're just tired of the workforce and ready for independence, or you want to do as much as you can while you're youngest and healthy. Well, in any of these cases, here are some key points that we cover with our clients when retiring early and that you want to make sure that you have covered if retiring before age 65. The first area that you want to have covered is your financial bucket big enough? While this might be the obvious, it's still really important that we cover it. You see, retirement is different than your working years. In your working years, you're in your accumulation phase or saving money into your bucket. But once you retire, you enter into the distribution phase or taking money out of your bucket. So remember, in retirement, you're no longer going to have that company paycheck coming in. So are you really certain on what your spending is and how much of a personal paycheck you're going to need to cut from your bucket of money? Have you thought about all the different extras that you might need in your future and tallied them all up, like vacations, a winter home, maybe a new car, or just home updates and renovations, or maybe medical, long-term care? All of these things can add up. You want to make sure your bucket's prepared. And don't forget about some of the things that are easily forgotten, like maybe needing a new roof or your water heater breaks. So any sort of home maintenance that might come up as well. Another thing to think about is if you're active, is your bucket of money prepared if you were to need to spend more? A few other things to think about when it comes to this point. One is that you want to have some money set aside for financial emergencies. Another is that you've stress tested your portfolio and situation. I recommend having some flexibility in your income for the market ups and downs. One more thing to think about is that if you're a couple, is your bucket big enough to support the remaining spouse if one spouse were to pass away? Our next area that you want to have covered is Social Security. Now, if retiring early, you can take Social Security as early as age 62, but remember, by doing this, you're going to take a reduced amount. You're going to get a reduced amount from what the full retirement benefit would be. So, for example, at the time and day of this recording, according to the IRS website, if you were to take Social Security at age 62, you're going to get 75% of the full retirement benefit. So whether Social Security is a big or small part of your overall plan, it can have a huge impact on your retirement, especially if you're going to have a longer retirement. You see, by when you take Social Security, that's also going to help determine how much, or the withdrawal rate that you're going to be taking from your bucket of money to be able to live your lifestyle. So those two factors right there can have a huge part or huge impact on your overall retirement, especially if you're talking a 15, 20, 30, 35-year retirement. So you really want to strategically think this through. Do you take it at 62, 63, 65, full retirement age, or do you wait all the way until age 70? Maybe you want to put a plan together to let your Social Security grow. And what we call that is you can still retire, and then you're going to have this gap before you take Social Security. So we call that bridging the gap. Now, be prepared and have a plan for this. So if you're going to bridge that gap and let your Social Security grow, you might have to take more or bigger withdrawals out of your bucket of money up front. But by letting your Social Security grow for a longer retirement, it might reduce what the withdrawal rate is from your bucket of money, and therefore this could potentially provide you a huge benefit over a longer retirement. The third area that you want to have covered is health insurance. This one can easily be missed and one of your biggest expenses. Medicare starts at age 65, so prior to that age, you're responsible for your own health insurance. This is an area or an item that people dangerously underestimate what it costs. Based on your age and your health, this can cost hundreds of dollars a month up to thousands of dollars a month. So get a quote, understand the cost. Also, as healthcare costs continue to rise, plan for some healthy inflation. Our fourth area that you want to have covered is keeping the mind and body active. A key tip to enjoying the fruits of your hard labor is health. When we're working, work challenges our minds. So when you retire, what are you going to do to keep the mind and body challenged and active? Are you going to volunteer, maybe travel, take up a new hobby? So think about this and have a plan for what you're going to do in your retirement. Our fifth tip is for those that are looking to retire before age 59 and a half. Don't forget withdrawals from most retirement accounts. That'd be your IRAs, your 401ks, 403bs, 457s. Taking money out before age 59 and a half could incur a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Now, there are some exceptions that apply to the rules, but if you're looking to retire before age 59 and a half, have you thought this through and have you saved into non-retirement accounts to be able to bridge that gap between when you retire and when you'd be able to make withdrawals from your retirement accounts? When it comes to retiring early, really think through these 5 areas. Put together an income plan, stress test your portfolio to help you take those next steps in life with confidence. If you found this video to be of value and benefit, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you get notified as we continue to come out with other informational videos to help you and your financial picture. If you're wondering if you're on track to retire early or how to put together an income plan and stress test your portfolio, utilize our website to book a 20-minute complimentary call. By utilizing our website, you can book a day and time that works best for you.